Parameter tampering is a simple attack targeting the application business logic. This attack takes advantage of the fact that many programmers rely on a hidden or text field such as hidden tags in a form or a parameter in a URL as the only other security measures for certain operations. Attackers can easily modify these parameters by bypass the security mechanism that rely on them. Testing web application for security weaknesses is basic, not with understanding. Many web applications prioritize to test site security, leaving it defenseless against some pernicious attacks. Perhaps the most widely recognized risk comes from a web parameter tampering weaknesses. So, tampering parameter can often be done with 4 ways, like from cookies, form sealed, HTTP header, or just URL query. So, now let's talk about the impact of parameter tampering. Parameter tampering can be performed in several ways, resulting in data disclosure to server-side attacks. A cookie is a small piece of information usually created by the web server and stored in the web server. They are used as a convenient mechanism to store user preferences and other data, including session tokens. The cookies can be modified by the client and sent to the server with an URL request. Therefore, any malicious user can take the advantage of this and modify the cookie content so that they can attack the user using this. The form field manipulation occurs when an attacker tries to attack the user from or alter the behavior of a form by illegitimately change the data sent to the web server. When a user makes a selection on the HTML page, they are usually stored as form field values and sent to the web application. These values can be pre-selected using like combo box or checkbox or radio button, etc. All of these values can be manipulated by an attacker by viewing the source code of each web application. Hidden fields and parameters invisible to the end user, which includes data that cannot be seen or modified by the user when submitting the forms, or it is normally used to provide status information to the web application. When the URL passes sensitive value through the parameters, the attacker can tamper with the query string and perform some malicious actions using this. For example, suppose a web page allows an authenticated user to select one of his accounts and select one of his accounts from a combo box and then debit the account with a fixed unit account. The referrer header, which is included in the HTTP request header, normally contains the URL of the web page from which the request originated. Some websites use this referrer header in order to make sure that the request originated from a page that generated by them, and also identify where the people are visiting them from. This data can be used for analytics, login, or even for optimization caching. But sometimes attacker will be able to modify this referrer header to look like it came from the original site, and from this they can attack the user when the user will think like this looks like came from the original website, so it must be from them. So from this way they get attacked from parameter tampering. So how can we prevent this parameter tampering? So parameter tampering can be prevented by the following means, as you can see in this slide. Like, use a whitelist format for the application's input, use web applications firewall for the utmost protection, encrypt the session cookies to prevent the tampering. If the cookie originated from the client side, such as refer it, so it should be used to make any security decisions. And also avoid including parameters into the query string so that it can be prevented. Tampering detection is the capacity of a device to detect what is functioning indifferent to the bargain the device operates, or the data related to the device is in progress. The detection of the risk may empower the device to start proper protective activities. Data tampering in the demonstration of intentionally adjusting, like editing, manipulating, or destroying data through unapproved channels. Data exists in two categories: at rest or in transit. In these two cases, the data could be tampered with or intercept with, like computerized correspondence, and like another one is data transmission. So finally, in conclusion, parameter tampering controls, including tampering uniform resources and locate parameters to recover the data that would somehow be inaccessible to the client. Threats from abuse rely on this thing parameter and is being adjusted and strategically by which is submitted to the web server application by using the parameter. So that's all for the parameter tampering, how we can impact and prevent the parameter tampering.